And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. On the run, it's Bishop. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go! Johnson looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here we go. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just get rid of that one.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here we go. Unloads quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Johnson wants to throw it. There's the pressure. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Got room at the 35. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup passes off the top.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Good timing on the quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Rides the back on the option again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Hatcher. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Slithers into space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. Breaks it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Westbrook. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finding an escape route. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Johnson looking to throw. Complete to the left. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
So coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. They'll try the run. 1st down and more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock. Down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Trying to push it in. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
The head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you've got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. trying to pick up a first down. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. Third down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it. Washington State. And that one will give them the lead.
And the defense has got to be able to do a better job in their pass rush, guys. Quarterback had way too much time to survey the defense. And that receiver who lined up all the way on the right side, he was able to get way downfield and catch it all the way on the left side. And it's just too hard to cover a guy for that length of time. The pass rush has got to get better in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 20 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Throwing right. It's caught. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. Get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Caught behind the line. It's Woods. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are won.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage, and more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion and still going. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's loose. Into the secondary on the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And with that pass right there, job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Another incompletion on third down.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Absolutely perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty.
Here we go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The run from the shotgun. Lining off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running up for 40.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job on second down. Maybe expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now on first down from the 43.
Black 14! Black 14!
Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they'll run the draw.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge third down, and somebody's got to step up and make a play.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route.
Fires one high and deep. Picked up.